Welcome back, Hive Mind. This is Shalazar from Hive Mind Gaming, coming at you with another tabletop simulator board games with the Hive video. So this is a new series called Castle Ravenloft. It's the Dungeons and Dragons board game. This was the first of, I think, like 6 different board games that they put out, 6 or 7. They've obviously changed the rules up over time. This is the first one. It was poorly written, but still a fun game. So what we're doing, we're kind of integrating the rules from this game to the new version, the newest version, which is the Dungeon of the Mad King, I think is what it's called. But either way, we're taking a lot of the rules from that and integrating it into this. It doesn't really translate really well from balance. So this is a series. I'm going to have a few friends of or members of the Hive come in and play. The first scenario is a solo scenario, which I'll be running right now. And then I'll be teaching the other members of the Hive how to play it. So this is going to be a whole series going from the first adventure all the way to the final one, which is 13 different adventures. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to make mistakes, so bear with us. It's going to be a fun trip, because when we're trying to figure out what rules we're using and how they would integrate with this, you're going to see a lot of different changes, a lot of different I guess mistakes that we're going to make along the way. And by we, I mean me, because I'm the one teaching them how to play. So I may make the comments that we did this or we forgot this, but it's not. It's me. It's all me. I take full responsibility for the fact that I'm teaching them wrong, and that's okay. I'm okay with the fact that I'm human and I make mistakes. Just don't be so mean in the comments. I mean, I'm okay with you commenting in the comments about things that I messed up on, but just so you know, everything's already recorded. So unfortunately, if you do make a comment, it's probably not going to get fixed in the next videos because it's already pre-recorded. So, but either way, let's get into the first adventure 1, and that's going to be Escape the Tomb. Okay, so a hero alone in the dungeon crypts must escape before sun sets and Strahd returns. Alright, so the goal here is to find the secret stairway that leads out of the dungeon before Strahd defeats you. Alright, so this is a solo adventure. That's why I'm the only one here, and it's not, I don't have members of the Hive here with us. And so I've already set up the board. I've got a tracker here. And basically the special rules for this adventure is every time I draw a tile that has a white arrow on it, I move the sun tracker. As soon as the sun tracker gets to sunset, then Strahd arrives and tries to eat me, apparently. So either way, let's see. For purposes of this adventure, I'm using KEYLETH, the elf paladin. Let's see. He's got healing hands, which is when you or any hero on your tile spins a healing surge, that hero regains 1 additional hit point. So if he goes down and he pops back up during his next turn, he'll get 5 hit points back instead of only 4. And then he starts with Lay on Hands, and then he gets 1 Paladin Utility, 2 Paladin at Will, and 1 Paladin Daily. So for the Paladin Daily, I took Righteous Smite, which allows me to attack 1 adjacent monster. Hit or miss, all heroes on your tile regain 1 hit point. And then I took Bravery for a utility power, which is use when a monster within 1 tile of you activates during any player's villain phase. Place your hero adjacent to that monster. You regain 1 hit point. And then Lay on Hands, 1 adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. We're going to say, since this is a solo adventure, we're going to go ahead and allow that to work on him because, I mean, it's dumb that it doesn't. And then for his at-will powers, we took a Valiant Strike, attack one adjacent monster. When making this attack, you get a +1 bonus to attack for each monster adjacent to your hero. And then we took Holy Strike, which is attack one adjacent monster. If you started your hero phase adjacent to the monster, deal +1 damage if you hit. Alright, so with that being said, let's get started. When you start the adventure, read, you wake up alone in the depths of Castle Ravenloft. The last thing you remember was when the man with the piercing eyes and long cape approached you on the dark street outside the inn. Wow, they weren't going Bela Lugosi on that at all. It had to be Count Strahd, the vampire. Outside the castle, you know that the sun is high in the sky. Now you have to find your way out of here before the sun sets and Strahd returns to finish whatever foul plan he began last night. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take our turn. Well, we've got nothing else to do. We're going to stand right there. So we're going to explore. So we pass our hero phase and we go to the exploration phase. And that's going to drop us there. That's going to get us a monster. And we get a blazing skeleton. Alright, so let's put the blazing skeleton there. And then we move to the villain phase, and that gets us an event card. Alright, King Tumescu's Portal. You fall through a mysterious portal, reappearing elsewhere in the crypts, covered with wounds. Attack the active hero 3 times. Wow. Remove the active hero from his or her tile. At the start of that hero's next hero phase, place that hero on any tile. Okay, well, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. So we're going to go ahead and attack me once. 10 plus 8 is 18. That does hit my AC of 17. So I take a point of damage. And then attack me twice. 3 plus 8 is only 11. That does not hit. And attack me thrice. And that's another 18, so we'll take another point of damage. And I am removed from play. Alright, so the blazing skeleton has nothing to do. Yeah, so he can't attack me. And then the blazing skeleton moves 1 tile toward the closest hero. There is no closest hero, so he will stay right where he's at. Alright, so that goes away. And then at the start of the next hero's phase, place the hero on any tile. Alright, perfect. So it is now the beginning of my phase. Well, I can be placed on any tile, so you know what? We're going to be placed right there. And I have to be next to a pile of bones and any adjacent since he's taking up the space. So we're going to choose that space right there. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to attack a living bones. If you start your hero phase adjacent to the monster, let's see. At the start of that hero's next hero phase. So I don't think that that would count. So I think we'll do the Valiant Strike instead. You get a +1 bonus to attack for each monster adjacent to your hero. So basically it's a +9 because I only get a +1 for that. Alright, 5 plus 9 is 14. That's going to hit it, so he'll take a point of damage. Alright, and then we move into our exploration phase. Uh-oh. That's a white arrow, so we're going to move to there. And then for the monster... Oh, that's not the right card. We'll put that back. I didn't read it, so we'll just put it back. Alright, for the monster, we've got a spider. Alright, then we move into the villain phase. We have no event, so we go in the order as they've appeared. So first off is the Blazing Skeleton. If the Blazing Skeleton is within one tile of a hero, it is within one tile. It attacks each hero on the closest hero's tile with a ball of fire. So +7 to hit. So that's 14. It does not hit, but I take a point of damage even on a miss. So I will take a point of damage. And then the spider attacks. If the spider is adjacent to a hero, it is not. If the spider is within one tile of a hero, it is. It attacks with the closest. It attacks the closest hero with an acidic web. Ugh. All right. It's +11 to this. Yeah, that's gonna hit. I mean, I'll have to check to see what my AC is, but I'm pretty sure a 25 is going to hit. Let's see. It does 1 damage and slowed. Place the spider adjacent to the hero. So I do get slowed. And what slowed means is your speed is 2. Discard the condition at the end of your hero phase. So let me take my point of damage. Dang, I'm down to 4 already. All right. So then spider place the spider adjacent to the hero. So now he runs up and he ends up right there. All right. Now we go into my phase. Well, I can't really move. I can move 2, but I don't think I want to. I think we're going to... See, they're both only 1 damage. I don't really have... I mean, there's really no reason to do it, so I'm going to do the Valiant Strike, and I think we're going to... They both do 2 damage and a damage on a miss. So I think we're going to do the Blazing Skeleton. I think we'll attack him. And this time I'll get a +2, so it's a +10 to my die roll. That will definitely kill a Blazing Skeleton. Alright, and now that's going to go over here because he's worth 2 XP, if you can see at the bottom of the card, 2 experience. That means once I get 5 experience, if there's an encounter that I don't like, then I can actually basically counterspell it. Alright, Eagle Eyes. Place 1 tile from the top of the dungeon tile stack adjacent to any unexplored edge. Place any new monster on that tile as normal, but do not draw an encounter card. Wow, that's really good, actually. And I would assume that it also doesn't activate the sun tracker, but it doesn't matter because... Oh, another Blazing Skeleton. Alright. Well, let's, we'll take that Blazing Skeleton and put him there. Alright. So that was my treasure card. But that's good, because I'm not going to be able to explore this turn anyway. But, since we did kill the Blazing Skeleton, we can actually go 1, 2... Wait, actually, 1, 2. We can explore. We'll explore right there, actually. And we'll drop that down, and that's going to get us another monster, which is going to be a zombie. Oof. Alright, so this could actually start getting bad. And then we move into our villain phase, which draws us an encounter because of the black arrow here. Frenzy. The monsters around you roar in fury. Each monster you control activates twice during your villain phase. Oh, this is not good. Oh, wow. All right. So, well, we go in order. So first the spider. If the spider is adjacent to a hero, it attacks that hero with a venomous bite. It is not adjacent. So then if the spider is within one tile of the hero, it attacks with a acidic web. It is within one tile. So it gets plus 11 to this again. Yeah, that definitely hits. I'll take my point of damage. And then it's moved adjacent to me. And then it activates again, and this time it will bite me. But it's only a plus 6. 14 plus 6, that definitely hits. So that does 2 damage. And I am 1 away from death. I think those zombies probably going to finish me off. Alright, so the blazing skeleton goes next. It is not within one tile, so it moves toward the closest. So it moves there. And then it is still not within one tile, so it moves yet again. Alright, then the zombie goes. If the zombie is within one tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a rotting fist. So it does move and attack me. Alright, and then it's got plus 5 to hit for each monster on the same zombie's tile. It gets plus 1. So it's only 1 because he's the only one on that tile. 19 does hit, and that does slay me. Alright. So it does not get its second attack. Whoop. I rolled it instead of flipped it. Alright. Let's try that one more time. There we go. And that does drop me to 0. Alright. So he doesn't get to go again, so he's just going to stay there. So it moves on to my next phase. So I would have lost the slowed during my last hero phase, at the end of my last hero phase. But the spider webbed me again, which gave me slow again. But then I went unconscious, which gets rid of it yet again. So the slow is gone. And so now what I'm going to do is at the beginning of my phase, I flip over and I flip this healing surge. And then what I do is I get to attack now. So I think what I'm going to do is attack. I think the biggest threat here is going to be the spider. So we're going to attack him. And we'll go ahead and attack with Valiant Strike. Oh, and I start with my Healing Surge, which is 4, and then I've got Healing Hands as a bonus ability, so I start with plus 1. So I start with 5. Alright. And so let's attack the spider. That is an 8 plus 10, right? Because it's 8 plus 2, yep. So 18, I think, does kill a spider, yep. Alright, and that gives us a treasure. Glyph of Warding. Use this item during your hero phase instead of attacking. Place the Glyph of Warding marker on your tile. The first monster that moves to that tile takes 1 damage. Oh, nice. So that kills us a spider. And then I think what we'll do... I think we'll move to there during our exploration phase. Uh-oh. That brings us another step closer to Strahd. Alright, and then the monster we get for that is a skeleton. Alright, and then we go in order. You got the Blazing Skeleton goes first. He moves one step closer. The zombie moves in to attack us. (13 plus 5 is 18. That does hit, so I'll take a point of damage for that. And then the skeleton. If the skeleton is adjacent to a hero, he is not. If the skeleton is within one tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a charging slice. So that's going to be a +9 to hit. This is gonna hurt a little bit. Yeah, that hits for 2 damage. Okay. Well, this is looking pretty grim. I think... Alright, I think what we're going to do at the beginning of our hero phase, we are going to... I think we're going to attack the skeleton. A 19, that definitely kills a skeleton. Alright, and that gives us enough XP to get rid of an encounter if we so choose. We'll go to there. And that will explore. That gets us an encounter. First we draw a monster. And that monster is a ghoul. Ghoul is the one with paralysis. Now that dude has got to die. Alright, so a ghoul has bite and claw. Let's see. Alright, so we do them in order. So the first one is the Blazing Skeleton. He runs up. The zombie will move and attack. (19) definitely hits, so I'll take a point of damage for that. Alright, then the ghoul runs up. Alright, so the ghoul, if the ghoul is adjacent to a hero, it's not. If the ghoul is within one tile, it moves. Adjacent, attacks with Paralyzing Claw. Okay, so it's at a +7, which I've got a 17, so he needs to roll 9 or less to miss me. That is a 3. He missed. Oh, goodness gracious. That was lucky. That was very, very lucky. Oh, I forgot to draw my encounter. So I do have enough to delete it if I want to. So let's see. Strahd's Whispers. Strahd's voice echoes in your mind, compelling you to turn against your friends. Place the active hero adjacent to the next closest hero. The active hero attacks that hero with an at-will power. Well, we don't have any other heroes, so that doesn't have any effect. So, nice. Yeah, so that was for last turn. So now it's the beginning of my next turn. I have 1 hit point left. And let's see. I think I've got to kill... Let's see, what's her movement? His movement. His movement speed is 6. I think... Yeah, I think he's got to kill that ghoul. That ghoul has got to go. Alright, so we're going to attack the ghoul. 18, that definitely wrecks a ghoul. Your hero can move his or her speed. Interesting. So where do I want to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Can't get around all the way around. Let's see. I guess we'll just go there. We'll move these guys out of the way, and we'll explore. Wow, this tunnel, or this hallway is going forever. That is a white arrow. And then we've got a wolf. The ghoul is gone. Wow. Almost all of them are 2 XP. Alright, so... Jeebus. Alright, so this guy moves up again. He will move to there. The ghoul, or the zombie, I mean, will run up. And then the wolf will... If the wolf is adjacent to a hero, it's not. If the wolf is in 2 tiles, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a pounce. So the pounce is +7. Oh, I forgot to use my... Oh, well, actually, I guess we need to roll for the zombie first. $14, that kills me. Alright, so the wolf stays where he's at. Alright, so that kills me. This is going to be my last healing surge. Nothing else happens, so we're going to go ahead and... flip back over. Alright, so now's when it gets scary. Alright, so I flip back over, is my turn. I think what I'm going to do is move to there and attack a wolf. Alright, 5 plus 9 is 14. That's exactly what I needed to hit. So that kills a wolf. And that gets me a treasure card. Until the end of your next hero phase, each hero gains a bonus to attack rolls equal to the number of heroes on his or her tile. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and use Lay on Hands to gain 2 health. So that gets me up to 7. And then I will draw a card. And that is a monster. That monster is dead. And that gets us a ghoul. We're going to go in order first off. So he moves up. And then the zombie moves up. And that's going to be an attack. A 7 plus the zombie is plus 5. That's 12. That does not hit. And so now, before he activates, I will activate Bravery, which allows me to pop to there and gain 1 hit point, and I am now at max hit points. And now the ghoul will not immobilize me, because he's not going to claw me, he's going to bite me. But it still takes a big risk, because it's 3 damage. So he rolled a 1, so that definitely misses. Alright, so let's see. Oh, and I've got to do an encounter card. I keep forgetting that. Alright, Howling Ghost. A shrieking banshee emerges from the shadows. Its howl causes you to recoil in agony. Attack each hero on the active hero's tile. A hero hit by this attack can flip an unused daily power over to prevent this damage. Alright, so if I wanted to, I could flip this over to avoid the damage. Well, let's see if it hits first. 8 plus 9 is 17. That's exactly what needed to hit me. You know what? I'm going to flip that over to avoid it. Alright, and then, because that essentially makes that a heal too. So yes, we'll definitely do that. Alright, now we go to the beginning of my hero phase. So we're going to attack the ghoul. Alright, 8 plus 8 plus 1 is 16, 17. Plus that is 18. So that hits a ghoul and kills it. And we get a treasure card. Draw 3 treasure cards and keep 1. Discard all others. Alright. Wow. Alright. Lucky Charm allows me to reroll. Moments Respite. Place this card face up on the top of either the encounter deck or the monster deck. The next time a card would be drawn from the chosen deck, discard this card instead. Flip up one of your used powers. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a tough one. Alright, it's definitely between the two of these, even though a reroll would be really nice. This would allow me to heal. This would allow me to catch up against the monsters that are on the board. I think we're going to do that and put that there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Then we go into exploration. Whew. Alright, and then that's when this goes away. I will remember to draw a card this time. So it's just the two of these guys, so he moves up. And then he moves up. Alright, so again, I forgot to draw the encounter card. Alright. Treasure chest. You find an ancient chest with a rusty lock. You open a treasure chest, roll a die. 1 to 10, you take 2 damage. 11 to 15, take 1 damage and draw 1 treasure card. Or 16 to 20, draw 1 treasure card. Alright, so let's roll them bones. 12, what was that? I take a point of damage. Could have been worse, I guess. And draw a treasure card. Lucky Charm. Didn't I just get rid of a Lucky Charm? I did just get rid of a Lucky Charm. Alright, well, we'll take it. We are definitely not going to turn that down. Alright, that gets rid of that. Alright, so now it goes back to my phase here, my hero phase. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move to there. And instead of attacking, we're going to go ahead and just pop this, which puts that there. And then it moves into our exploration phase. And it is a black arrow. So we get a monster. What do we got? A kobold skirmisher. So the kobold skirmisher is going to attack. You rolled a 1. Alright. Oh, well, actually, sorry. The blazing skeleton moves first. And then the zombie moves, which as soon as he moves into here, the glyph of warding goes off and deals 1 damage to him, which kills him. Which puts him up there. But gets me treasure. What do we get? Thieves' tools. Okay, cool. And then it also gets an encounter, which I should have drew before. Alright, Haunted Mist. You catch glimpses of the faces of long-dead adventurers in the mist that fill the crypt. Let's see. Undead monsters gain +2 bonus to attack rolls. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take these 5 XP. And we're going to counterspell that. Alright. And then the kobold skirmisher. Oh, he rolled a 1. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Now it goes back to my hero phase. We're going to... Oh, geez. Well, I won't be able to attack this kobold. I think we want to kill the kobold. So we're going to move to there, and we're going to roll. That would be a 18, 19 to hit. That will definitely kill a kobold. Holy Water. Choose an undead monster within 1 tile of you. It takes 1 damage. Nice. Okay. That kobold is dead. Alright. Well. Let's move that over since we've got the endless hallway apparently. Alright, so at the beginning of... Oh, wait. Let's see. We didn't draw anything. So, at the beginning of the villain phase, I remembered this time. Reinforcements. The constant advance of Strahd's minions gives you no time to relax. Choose the hero controlling the fewest monsters. That hero places a new monster on any tile with an unexplored edge. I think I'm okay with that. We will allow that to stand. And that monster is a skeleton. And you get to go there, buddy. Alright, and so with that, let's see. That's 2 XP, 2 XP. Yep, that's what I thought. So that is a stack of 5 there. Alright, so then it goes into the monster phase. So the blazing skeleton moves to there. And the skeleton will journey to there. Yep, moves 1 toward. Alright, so the beginning of my hero phase, I think we'll go ahead and do Holy Water just because because why not? It does 1 damage to him. Yep. And then we'll move 1 square and explore. Hey, that's what we're looking for. And look at there. Strahd has arrived. Alright. When the sun sets, read. Somewhere in the darkness behind you, you hear the sound of stone scraping on stone. It must be the sound of Strahd's coffin. Coffin lid sliding open. The vampire lord has awakened. Oh no. Alright. He shows up. These guys scoot over because he always goes first. Alright, let's see what he does. Strahd activates at the start of each villain phase. He's got AC 19, HP 12. If Strahd has 5 hit points or fewer, he does not. So we move to the next one. If Strahd is within 1 tile of a hero, he is not. If Strahd is within 1 tile of any hero, he is not. If Strahd has 5 hit points or fewer remaining, he does not. Otherwise, Strahd moves 2 tiles toward the hero with the most hit points remaining. That is me, so Strahd, rawr. Okay. And that means the blazing skeleton actually attacks me this time. Because he's within 1 tile, so it's a +7 to his attack. 4 + 7 is not enough to hit me. And then our buddy the skeleton bringing up the rear. Alright, I think I'm going to move on to the staircase. I think that's it, right? Victory! You win the game when a hero starts his or her turn on the secret stairway tile. Oh no, I've got to start my turn there. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to explore. So I think I will, wow. So yeah, so he gets a encounter card. Whenever let's see, crackling skull, a crystal skull floats out of the darkness. Its maddening laughter makes it difficult to focus. Let's see, when a hero uses a daily power or utility power, that hero takes 1 damage. I don't care. We can leave that in play, so that is a constant in play. It's an environment card. I don't have any of those left, so we don't care if that happens. Alright. So we are on there. Now we move to Strahd. He moves 2. Since we're here, the skeleton will move 1. And he will move 1. So I am out of range of everybody this turn. Strahd is quickly catching up, though. Alright, and that leads us to the beginning of my next turn. And that means I have escaped. Wow, with 7 hit points even. Wow, very, very lucky on that. Alright, well, that's the end of that. I had 0 surges left. And, wow, that could have gone really bad a lot of those times where I got missed. That could have gone really bad. So, that is it in a nutshell. So, I hope everyone enjoyed that. And like I said, tune in for next week. We're going to have them coming each week on Fridays at noon, so just be on the lookout for them. And we've got the whole series coming. They're already pre-recorded, like I said, and we'll be using the XP rules, so we can go up to level 4. But let's see if anyone makes it that far. All right, that's it for this video. If you like what you've seen and you want to see more, hit the like button and join the Hive by hitting the subscribe button. We'll see you all on a video soon. Bye bye.